So my camera tripod broke from my car, so I have to hold my phone.
He's capping. That's not real.
Adrian, it sounds like you say I'm capping, I'm not real, but you're talking to your phone. You on his phone. Say hello.
No.
Say hello to the tube. Ava said, I'm gonna lay back down, get me some Z's. I'm like, this place will open till 4. It's 3:45 we got here, so we sitting in the car waiting for everybody to go in. There's people standing at the door. Like, I'm not trying to be that person. Like, if it's say 4 o'clock, I'm not gonna walk to the door till 4 o'clock. We got Livy in the bike. Look at the van. Look at the bounce back from the curls, or from the press. Ava said, I'm about to catch me some Z's, but I'll catch y'all in a few. Sis said she needs to get her rest. Look at my skin kind of glowing. It's finally trying to get together. It's still a long time coming. Still got some spots I need to clear up. Boom, boom, you know, boom. But overall, she's giving what she needs to get. So we're ready to jump around. I just want to hang out with my kids and have a nice Friday. And this was the earliest time. I guess they don't open till 4. So you're gonna start jumping at 4 and we will let you know how it is.
So this was our first time at Urban Air in Newark, Delaware, and this was a little play area that they had. So we decided to do this first, and I brought Ava and the kids, and we just had a really good time. So let's get into it. And I thought this spot was really cute, really affordable, and right now they're having 40% off. This is not sponsored, but I thought it was really nice.
Grab it with your feet and then swing to the other side. Want me to push you?
So Ava was struggling on a little obstacle course. Y'all know my baby is a shorty, so she was just tall enough to do everything in here, which I was super hype about because she is my little skinny mini and my little child, and she is just always super small. And I did mute some of this video just because there was music playing in the background and I did not want to get demonetized, so that would be the reason for the cut-ins and outs of the audio. But just know we had a good time. We stayed here about 2.5 hours. And my kids really, really enjoyed themselves. We had like a whole day where I spent with them. We did stuff at home in the morning, and then in the evening, we just came here at 4 o'clock, stayed till about 6:30. Then we went to the farmer's market, got some funnel cake donuts and some wings, and that was pretty much it. I thought this was so interesting. This is part of an obstacle course, and here's just Livy swinging from one side to the other. Yo, when I tell you I could not stop laughing, the guy that was trying to catch the kids at the end of that like hang glide type of thing, he was fighting for his life because it was a couple times where he missed the rope, but he still was able to like swing back and grab it in enough time. But I was like, I hope they are paying this young boy enough money to be catching these kids. On the other side, right across from the obstacle course, they do have this what is it called? Not Wild and Out, Wipeout inspired attraction. It's basically these two like styrofoam things that spin around and they can change the direction, and the kids just jump over it, try to duck. And they did this for about 20 minutes, no cap. It was so funny watching Ava trying to run around and try to beat the thing going around. So we just played here for a couple minutes. I let them do their own thing, kind of tell me where they want to go, and I just followed suit. So my goal was just to get them nice and wore out, get all their energy out for the week. And once a week, I try to do something like outdoors with my kids, whether that's going to the park, skating rink, bowling, laser tag. I always try to find something fun, escape room. And then during the week, we do fun activities at home, like painting, nails, coloring, reading books. I try to do a little bit of everything. We'll be home with my kids this summer. I decided that I'll start vlogging like when we go out and do like our fun little activities at home, so that way you guys kind of have an idea of what to do if you are in Delaware, or just in general some things that you can do that aren't super expensive that you can do with the kids and just really have a good time. So I just added a little clip in here, and at this point you can definitely tell my kids were getting tired. Livy didn't even try to jump that time. Adrian over here fumbled. Ooh, got you slipping. Caught you slipping, bro. Ava thought it was gonna go to one way, it switched directions. Now she out here running for her life. It's coming, Ava, run! When I tell y'all we had so much fun, I did some stuff with the kids here. I did most of the trampoline jumping, but as far as like this wipeout thing and obstacle course, I tried it with Ava the first time before I recorded her, and we were struggling together as a unit. So I was like, let me just let y'all have y'all own fun, and if you need me, I'll be here. So at this point, my Libra twin, Adrian, I knew that he was thinking the same thing I was thinking when I was trying to do this. We were out here trying to problem solve, and we just are not like really well equipped when it comes to the upper body region. So we have to finesse with what we have, okay? We might not have all the strength, but we got the brains, okay? So he was over here really trying to figure out how he was going to get through this obstacle course. And I didn't tell him nothing. I just was like, get in there, do your thing, I'm gonna record you. And he was really like, all right. So I think part of him was like, you know, that preteen phase, like, all right, let me not embarrass myself. But also like, how the heck am I gonna get through here? Because this looks way more difficult than it needs to be. So at this point, he was like, let me just make my way onto this other obstacle course, because obviously I'm not swinging like an orangutan to the other side. And that's perfectly fine with me. Like, the goal was to get them wore out and nice and tired. And that's honestly what we accomplished. They all fell asleep on the way home except for Ava, which I was shocked. But honestly, I wasn't, because maybe she got that little cat nap in before and she was good to go. So after that, Ava was like, I want to go to the trampolines on the left side, which is directly across from the wipeout and the obstacle course. So it has these two trampolines with this big like air-filled pad situation, I guess. I don't know. It reminds me of like a crash dummy, or like a dummy in a movie, the thing that they be jumping into. So yeah, Ava just got on there and she started jumping. And let me just tell y'all, by the way, the girl at the front desk did me low-key dirty, y'all, because I purchased my tickets online as well as my socks. So that way when we come in, all I got to do is tell you who I am and I get to go inside. Give me my wristbands. I'm not trying to do no voucher. I don't want to sign nothing. The waiver is already done, all of that. So when she gave Ava the socks, she gave us all the socks. They were wrapped up, of course. By the time I got down to Ava's, we had already opened them. And I realized she gave my baby the wrong size socks. So she over here jumping, looking like goofy. But it's okay. I just rolled them up. We made the best of it. Because one thing about me, I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to thug it out and make it work. So I'm like, just roll the socks up. It's not that serious. I'm not about to go back up the front to these teenagers and be like, can you switch my socks? Da, da, da. It just was not worth the headache. I'm like, let's roll them up. Worst case scenario, you wear your regular socks. And if they got a problem, they can square up. But it was no problem because we kept these on. So I let Ava try this out a few times. And then after she was done, I just had Adrian and Olivia come over here. They came over and we pretty much knocked out one thing at a time. And we just had fun going around this whole establishment. When I tell you we wore these kids out, and by we, I mean me, these kids were wore out. Now, here goes my Livykins. You know she always got to show up and show out because she's my extra baby. And she's my gymnast in the family. So Olivia be in here twirling, flipping, back flipping. Just showing the girls that she got the knees and the agility. And basically just letting me know that I'm old and my knees can never, okay? And they will never. So I just let them all come over here. And then Adrian was like, all right, well, what's going on over here? You know, he see the girls having fun. He trying to come over and be like, you know, let me just get a couple little jumps in. Like, go ahead, son. I see you want to chill with your sisters. It's all good. But yeah, we really had a good time. I hope y'all enjoying this video so far. I really don't vlog. I really don't post my kids like that either. I'm one of those like real introverted people, but I'm trying to get out of my shell more when it comes to like my daily life. So that way y'all can kind of see what's going on behind the scenes versus me just doing hair all the time.
Hold on, Ava. Go ahead. All right, ready, set, go. The one next to it? Okay.
That
one. So as y'all saw, they had tons of fun. More footage was definitely taken, or more moments, I'll say, but I try to make this video as short and cute as possible for anybody that might be interested in coming to this place and just want to see what it's about. Also, I'm not trying to bore y'all to death. Like, my life is not entertaining in the least. It's entertaining to me, but it might not be entertaining to y'all, and that's perfectly fine because I mind my business. But anyway, Ava came over to the other side. If you were looking in the background of that last clip, you would see this directly like in front of that other area. So what it is like mini trampoline squares, and they have these little sections on the wall that you can like run up and try to like flip and jump. So I just allowed the kids to run around, have fun, and just get all their energy out. And then me being the extra mom I am, I'm like, well, try to out jump each other. Let's see who can jump the highest. Let's see who can do this. So that way, low key, I'm trying to get them tired, but really they think I'm just like having a secret competition. And because they're siblings, they'll always be trying to like compete with each other. So I'm like, all right, let me play that to my advantage. But they really have fun. They were just jumping around. Here go Adrian, like just coming out of nowhere. Like, boy, where did you even come from? So as you can see, my kids were in here having the time of their lives. Okay, so y'all know how as parents, you see your kids doing things that you do. So for example, here, Ava was like, I want to go over here. But then when she saw how many kids it was, she changed her mind expeditiously and didn't even say nothing. And I'm like, she is so my child, because that's so like what I do. If I see too many people in one area, I'm instantly like turned off. I don't want to go there. I want to be by myself, isolated, caved in. I've always been an introverted kid, believe it or not, because I'm super outgoing once you get to know me. But when I'm out in public, when or if I'm out in public, I really don't like being around a whole bunch of people. I'm more to myself. I'm more like aware of my surroundings, what's going on. So the fact that she walked over there and was like, let me go over here. And then she peeked and was like, nah. I'm like, yo, this is so my kid, yo.
Ready, set, go.
I was honestly surprised that Olivia didn't tear Adrian's head off right here, because at home, she be tearing her brother up, okay? Don't let the innocent, cute Livy fool you, okay? So I was like, maybe she trying to be cute for the camera, but she was definitely not giving it all she got. Because if she wanted to do a flip over his head and get behind him and choke him out and then throw him into the pit, oh, she would have definitely been able to. So Adrian decided that he wanted to do this again with another kid that was there. So they just went ahead and did that. And I was just like, what's going on? Like, I wanted to get on here and tear my son up so bad, but I didn't want my kids to have like shaky camera footage. So I just let them be great. But just know if I was on there, I'd have been knocking kids off left and right. Like, I have no picks when it comes to who the next victim is going to be. Like, I will tear whoever up whenever. I'm super competitive. And yeah, just know that they wouldn't have got me off of here. So we might have to run it back. And of course, I catch these moments all the time at home, but I thought it was really cute just catching Livy in her big sis mode, just asking Ava where she wanted to go, just looking out for her. I really have some good kids, and sometimes you just have to sit back and appreciate what you have. So this was Livy doing that same thing again, except for you can kind of see her coming in a little bit more from the side where the obstacle is. And don't worry, you guys will be able to see that in just a moment. And then she's just going to go off and fly around yet again for this poor kid to try to come catch her. Okay, so now I'm just showing you guys the play area that Ava was in. This is for like kids her height and smaller, and she did such a good job. She was all by herself. Adrian and Olivia, of course, helped her, and she had so much fun here. So did Adrian and Liv. I felt like this was a good mix for kids of all ages because they're all able to do different things. Also, they're able to separate but yet still be in a small space. This place isn't super big, so I felt comfortable enough to like let Adrian be with his phone, and he could text me or come over, and I could still kind of keep an eye on everything without worrying about like, oh my goodness, where are my kids at? So I love that. I love the fact that it was clean, the staff was pretty friendly, and I love the fact that we could pretty much just do our own thing and bounce back and forth from one thing to another. So here you see Miss Ava. She's getting harnessed up. This is her first time, not his. Oh my goodness. Trying to do like any type of rock climbing or whatever. This is of course like styrofoam, really soft, but on the other side they did have like the full rock, and I was really impressed. I did speed this up just a little bit just because Ava was a little nervous, but for her to be only 6 and to be so short, she did such a great job, and she was really confident. So
I just cheered her on and told her she was doing a great job. She got to the top, and then when she kind of felt a little nervous, I was like, sis, you can let go because it's going to just let you down gently. So after that, she let go, but she still was kind of like holding on to the side a little bit because I don't think she really believed that she was going to fall safely, which was funny. But we did this with Ava, and then afterwards I'll show you a clip of Livy doing this other thing where you like climb up and jump, and then her also rock climbing. So for them, they harnessed Livy up and they told her she can go ahead to the top. But what I realized was she was on the wrong side. So there's two different sides. There's this like barrel thing that you can hold, which you see on the right is thread. And then there's something on the left-hand side, which is like a hook that you can grab on with your hands. So once I looked up at Olivia, thankfully I was paying attention because honestly, I had to tell her like, sis, you're on the wrong side. If she were to jump, I don't know what would have happened here because the cord was literally wrapped around this thing. So once I noticed, I was like, Olivia, you have to go to the other side. You're on the wrong side, mama. But that's just one thing to be aware of. There are like teenagers and young people working in here. So you still want to make sure that you are doing your due diligence as a parent and just paying attention to what your kids are doing, because you know, honest mistakes can happen. And I'm pretty sure they just assumed she knew what side to go on. But this being our first time, she really didn't. So this was her just jumping off, and then she went right over to the rock climbing. This was a cute thing where you like step up. I think it was 10 steps, and then each time it got higher, but for whatever reason Ava was just struggling. So I got the little behind the scenes of her trying, and then I'll have Livy do this, and then I'll add her rock climbing. Miss Livykins was just killing it on this rock climbing course. This is like her second or third time doing this, but she was snapping. And I'm like, go ahead, girl. Of course it sped up because it did take a little bit longer, but overall she did really good. My girl was not nervous. And I'm just trying to teach them as young ladies, like, live your life fearlessly, go out, have adventures, experience things. It's good to be introverted, but you also want to get out and live life because we only have one life, you feel me? So I'm trying to instill that in my kids and just give them the best childhood and upbringing that I possibly can. Meanwhile, Ava was over here still struggling, but she didn't give up. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even mad at you, because even though this is a little hard and you're a little nervous, she still kept trying. And I'm like, okay, sis, I see you. So this was Livy's attempt, and she actually did the whole entire thing. And she went ahead and just did this twice. I made sure that they did everything at least 2 or 3 times to get our money's worth. I believe with the 80% off, socks included for all of us and me. Socks for 4 of us. Our waivers, everything. I believe it came out to like $88 or $87, which isn't too bad. So I looked at it like about $20 a person, give or take a little more than that. And for them to be here, literally they could have been here from 4 to probably 9 or 10 when they closed. I thought it was a really good deal, super affordable and super cute, just to get the kids out for the day, let them interact with other kids, but still have their own independence and do their own thing. And then after we were done, me being the black mama that I am, I went ahead and got a large icy. I think they charged like $5 for this. And I was like, okay, that's not too bad for these type of places, because you know they overcharge. One icy be like $25. Just got a strawberry lemonade. I had the kids try it. Then I was like, all right, if y'all like this, y'all can get your own flavors, which is what we did here. Then we went to the farmer's market, grabbed some funnel cake donuts and some snacks and some wings. Let me see what y'all got. Cherry. Strawberry lemonade. This was the one we were initially going to share. Ooh. Oh, look how cute. I can't leave this. I can't leave these ones.
Too bad somebody's allergic.
Oh, someone's buying one.
Time. Today or this time?
Give her the same thing as last time.
Dozen with which?
What's wrong? Both.
Both? The powder and cinnamon?
Sounds busting. I'm gonna get them putting the sugar on it this time because I missed it last time. Missing my little boomerang. I'm like, just take
And
my
the
word
machine
for
is
it.
so cool how it just drops.
Yeah, I'm like, this
like
is
the perfect donut.
it's so cute. I'm like, I need to get one of these for the house.
Seriously.
I just asked him, can he make me one? He told me make me. I gotta buy one.
Let me see. Let me stop those. Thank you so much. You too.
Okay, what's your password?
Alright. Come on, y'all. We gotta go pick up these wings.
What's your password?
Let me see what you got in your bag.
Bro,
Let me see what you got in your bag. You got Adriana got some gold coins. He's a leprechaun.
Yeah, that's what my
I got my funnel cake donuts.
Those are my
Look,
gold
watch out, y'all.
coins.
All right. Just trying to get the
Stop fighting, guys.
candy store we always come to. Guys, relax. We're gonna go to the car and we'll sort everything out.
all right, so this was us just grabbing our candy and our funnel cake donuts, and then we stopped at Express Wings on Newcastle Ave to grab some wings.
I'm trying to be so fat. These funnel cake donuts will not. They just melt in your mouth.
Good.
It's delicious.
Good for you.
Look at all that powdered sugar.
I'm gonna slap down.
They good.
Hot.
All right, so after I was done being greedy and tearing up my funnel cake donuts, we went ahead and grabbed some Express Wings Mile. I got a 40-piece because we greedy and I wanted enough for everybody. And thank you guys so much for watching. This concludes the end of our family time together.